YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to Mose Knows. I'm your host, Mose. Today we are on episode 10 of the Team Mock Draft series. We're heading to the Mile High City. Now, some of y'all probably asking, how did we get to this point? Okay. How did we get here? Well, let's take a look at how we got here. If you go based on the 2022 NFL draft order, which is what we are following, as you can see, the Jets have the 10th overall pick in the draft. But we already took care of the New York Jets in episode 4 of this series. So we're not going to do them again. And then the Broncos, who had pick number 9, shipped that pick to Seattle in the Russell Wilson trade. And we just took care of the Seahawks in episode 9 of this series. So now we're on episode 10. Jets have 10. They got 10 from the Seahawks as part of the Jamal Adams trade. But we already did the Seahawks and the Jets, so logical thing for me to do was take the Broncos, shift them down into the 10 spot, and here we are. That's how we got here. That's how we got to episode 10 of this series. So, I mean, they did an absolutely fantastic job in making a trade for Russell Wilson. So let's jump right in. We don't have a first round pick. We're going to select the Broncos and go next. We're going to select all 7 rounds and we're going to go fast draft speed because we don't care about what anybody's doing. Let's get this started. So again, pick number 9 should have been the Broncos pick. We don't have that, but our first round pick is Russell Wilson. Now, he's not the age of a normal first round pick, 20, 21, 22 years old, but he has the experience, Super Bowl winning quarterback. I think that's a pretty good, pretty solid first round pick, if you ask me. So we're up on the clock here at pick 64 in the second round. We'll take a look at our needs: edge, cornerback, linebacker, safety, offensive tackle, running back, tight end, interior defensive line, interior offensive line, and wide receiver. And if we're looking at those needs, my guy is here. And I think we can slot him in right at that strong safety position next to Justin Simmons. Listen, I got to go Jaquan Brisker, safety from Penn State. That's one of my guys. You think he fits a need? He may be a day one starter for us, and to be able to get him that late into the second round, great pick. Now we're back on the clock at pick 75 here in the third round. We could go edge here. We could take a look at some of the edge rushers that are on the board. Maybe we can go corner. See some good corners on the board here. Could go Nick Benito, edge at pick ranked 84. You could go edge here. Darian Beavers from Cincinnati, Leo Chenal from Wisconsin, Channing Tindall from Georgia. Take a look at the corners: Darian Kendrick, Mario Goodrich, Alontae Taylor. I love Marcus Jones as well, but we already signed a slot corner in K'Wan Williams, so maybe we can use this pick on another position. Going through here, let's take a look. Man, I don't know. I think with what we're trying to do, and I do feel like they're going to air it out, but with Breece Hall still on the board here in the third round, bring him in to back up Javonte Williams. You can't have enough running backs. Yeah, I'm going to go Breece Hall here. I like the Breece Hall pick. And we are back on the clock at pick number 96. So we have Channing Tindall still on the board here if we want to fill that linebacker role. We could go offensive line and Ed Ingram from LSU. That's a solid pick. James Cook is still on the board. I don't think we go back-to-back running backs. So maybe if we don't get a Breece Hall, maybe we can get somebody like James Cook here in the third round. But with the value that Breece Hall adds being on the board, I don't think you can pass up on that. A lot of edge guys here: Tyreek Smith, Majai Sanders, D'Angelo Malone, Isaiah Thomas, Dominic Robinson. I like a lot of these guys on this list. So maybe we can get somebody later on throughout this draft. Let's take a look at linebackers. Tyndall's here. I like Brandon Smith. He's a little bit further down. Corner, Cam Taylor-Britt, Martin Emerson. I really feel like at this point, even in the third round, the Broncos could go best player available. I really like the Channing Tindall pick here. We do have a little bit of depth at the linebacker position, but I think from a height, weight, speed, explosiveness standpoint, Channing Tindall offers something that our linebacker core just doesn't have. Speed, explosiveness. I think it would be a good pick here. Let me sit on it. Yeah. Because you could go Ed Ingram. Offensive line is important. But right here at 96, the value. Alec Lindstrom is still on the board. Justin Schaefer from Georgia. Donovan West is still here. This is tough for a Broncos team that has a lot of solid pieces. Corners you can get later. Yeah, I'm going Channing Tindall, man. Just what he offers at our linebacker group that we don't already have in the building. I like that. And then we're right back on the clock at 115 and 116. Love back-to-back picks. Got our linebacker. We could go edge here. I do still see Alec Lindstrom on the board. D'Angelo Malone and Isaiah Thomas. I like both of those guys. D'Angelo, 6'4", 250. Sub rushing the 3-4 base team. Oh, okay. 3-4 outside linebacker. As opposed to Isaiah Thomas, who 5 technique and a 4-man front. So D'Angelo Malone fits what we want to do a little bit better. If we want another edge rusher opposite Bradley Chubb, rushing from that outside linebacker position, or, knock on the wood, in the unfortunate event that Bradley Chubb goes down with another injury, we can plug Malone right in and not miss a beat. We do have Randy Gregory on the defensive line, so we should be solid there. Cam Taylor-Britt is a name that I really, really like. Again, we're solid on corner. We got Darby, we got Surtain, we got K'Wan Williams, we got Michael Ojemudia. We could go John Ridgeway. We signed DJ Jones in free agency, but we can go John Ridgeway here to back up DJ Jones. Let me take a look at tight end. Ooh, Chigakonkwo. I know we have Albert Okwuigwe now, but I feel like Chigakonkwo, with his athleticism, could open up a lot for this offense. Now, I just don't know if there's enough footballs to go around. I mean, we already have Judy, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, KJ Hamler, Seth Williams. That's all in the wide receiver core. And then Albert Okwuigwe. So, that's a lot. But I do see Alec Lindstrom still on the board. Cam Taylor-Britt, yeah. Cool. Not going to go punter. Not going to go Matt Ariza. It's tempting because he's a really solid punter. Ooh. Got back-to-back picks here, though. Let me think on it. So we got Brisker, Hall, and Tyndall, okay? Safety, running back, linebacker. Yeah, I see Alec Lindstrom here. Interior O-line isn't neat even though it's way down, but he adds depth and offensive line versatility that we could use. And we know that one of Russell Wilson's gripes was not having protection in Seattle. So I think we go Alec Lindstrom here, and then we go D'Angelo Malone to get that edge rusher. because he fits what we want to do better than any of the edge rushers that are on the board right now. I think those are solid back-to-back picks. Alec Lindstrom on the offensive line, D'Angelo Malone in the pass rusher. Protect the quarterback, get after the quarterback. I don't see an issue with those picks. I'm really excited about that. Back on the clock here at 145. We already got our running back. We could look to go to corner. Jalen Watson. Caleb Evans is here. 6'2", 198 out of Missouri. Kobe Bryant is still on the board. If I'm going corner, I'm going Kobe if he's available at 145 here in the 5th round. To me, that's a solid pickup. Let's go Kobe. That'll work. Moving right along. Waiting for our next pick here, which may not be until the 2s. Yep, we're getting in that 2 range. So we're up at 206, sandwiched in between the Texans. So let's take a look at where we want to go. Offensive tackle, tight end, interior defensive line, and wide receiver. Some good names on the board. Nick Grant is still here, but we already got safety. Cade Hall is here, but we already got edge. We already got a corner. We could add a depth wide receiver. I see Jalen Naylor still here. Some good names. Marquise Bell is here. Safety. Again, we already went there. Now let's take a look at. Okay, so we got Brisker, Hall, Tyndall, Lindstrom, Malone, and Kobe. Corner, edge, interior offensive line, linebacker, running back, safety. So those are most of the positions that we've got so far. Where do we want to go now? Let's take a look at interior defensive line. Marquand McCall, Chris Hinton, Neil Farrell. None of those guys are really offensive tackles. And we could go Vidarian Lowe here. Let's just go Vidarian Lowe. It's a 6th round. You can be a swing tackle, a developmental tackle. So we don't have to take too much time to think on that one. I like Vidarian Lowe at this point in the draft. And then we're on the clock at 232, which might be our final pick. Got that offensive tackle. Maybe we go tight end. Maybe we go wide receiver. Let's just see let's look at best available. Michael Woods, Charleston Rambo, Trey Turner at the receiver positions. I like Leon O'Neal Jr., but again, we don't need a safety at this point. We have Caden Stearns. We took Jaquan Brisker. He would just be depth at this point. I think we still do need to add another tight end. We could go Hayward. Offers versatility as an H-back, but we got 2 running backs. We got depth. I'm going to go Grant Calcaterra. I think I like that better than Connor Hayward here. Yeah, let's go Grant Calcaterra and let's wrap this up. I think that's pretty solid so far. I think we're in a really, really good spot. So let's take a look at our picks. So we have 8 picks in total. So at pick 64, again, we don't have a 1st round pick. We'll say that's Russell Wilson. We take safety Jaquan Brisker from Penn State. At pick 75, we take running back Breece Hall from Iowa State. At pick number 96, we take linebacker Channing Tindall from Georgia. At pick 115, we take guard center Alec Lindstrom from Boston College. The very next pick at 116, we take edge rusher D'Angelo Malone from Western Kentucky. At pick 145, we get corner Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati. At 206, we get tackle Vidarian Lowe from Illinois. And at 232, we take tight end Grant Calcaterra from SMU. That is going to do it. That is going to wrap it up for this episode of the Team Mock Draft for the Denver Broncos. Broncos fans, let me know how I did. Let me know what you liked about this draft. Let me know what you didn't like about this draft. You can sound off below in the comment section. I love interacting with you guys when it comes to these mock drafts. Let me know if you would do anything differently. Let me know if there's a player on your draft board or on your list, or that you're really high on, that you want to see on this Denver Broncos team. You can also connect with me on my social media platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will link all of those social media accounts in the description below. If this is your first time here at Mose Knows, thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate your time and attention. Do a few things before you head on out. First, hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me, it helps you, helps us all. 2, hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the Mose Knows fan. Let me straighten this out. Become a part of the Mose Knows fan. Once you family, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. We spread love here on this channel. After you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get notified when new content drops right here at Mose Knows. Again, love and appreciate you. I'll catch you in episode 11. We out.